What if I told you that most of your suffering doesn't come from life itself, but from the way you live your days? What if the secret to ending pain, fear, and stagnation wasn't in waiting for life to change, but in training yourself to rise above it every single day? This is the story of Arion, a young eagle whose life was full of suffering, and how he discovered the habits that transformed him into the strongest, most unstoppable version of himself. High in the mountains, where the wind cut cold and the rocks were jagged, Arion lived alone. He was a young eagle, but unlike the majestic birds he saw soaring above the clouds, Arion was weak. His wings were not strong enough to lift him far. His feathers were dull, patchy, and brittle. Every attempt to fly ended in failure, often with pain that left him trembling on the cliff's edge. Day after day, he watched other eagles glide gracefully, effortlessly, touching the sun with the tips of their wings, while he remained grounded. His life seemed meaningless. "I'll never be like them," Arion whispered to himself, feathers ruffled, eyes full of despair. "I'm too weak. I'm too small. Maybe I'm meant to live like this, stuck and suffering." And so he stayed on the cliff, repeating the same thoughts, the same habits, the same empty day after day. He ate what little he could find, avoided risk, and convinced himself that trying harder wouldn't make a difference. Little did he know, his suffering wasn't caused by the world, but by his own habits and his wasted time. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains and the wind turned sharp, Arion attempted to leap into the sky. He flapped his wings with all his remaining strength, but the wind knocked him back. He fell hard. He tumbled down the rocky ledges, feathers ripped, his body bruised. He landed on a small ledge, gasping, broken, and terrified. "Why does life have to be like this?" he cried. "Why do I keep failing?" As he lay there, barely able to breathe, a shadow passed over him. A massive golden eagle, older, wiser, and radiating power, landed gracefully beside him. His name was Solus, leader of the mountain eagles, known for his strength, discipline, and wisdom. "Why are you crying, young one?" Solus asked, his voice calm but commanding. "My life, it's full of suffering. I try to fly, I try to be strong, but I fail. Every day is the same. I can't do anything right." Solus looked at him, eyes sharp yet gentle. "You are suffering," he said, "not because life is cruel, but because you repeat the same day over and over, expecting your life to change. Your habits are small. Your actions are delayed. Your time is wasted. That is why you suffer." Arion blinked. He had never thought of it that way. "But I'm weak. I can't change." "No eagle is born strong. Strength is built. It is created through habits, discipline, and small actions done consistently every day. Growth is not magic. Growth is a choice, and you must decide to grow if you want your suffering to end." For the first time, Arion understood. The pain was not permanent. He had the power to change. Solus gave him a challenge. "For the next 30 days, you will follow 3 habits. If you do, your wings will grow stronger, your mind will sharpen, your suffering will fade. But you must commit. No excuses." Arion nodded, hope stirring for the first time. Habit number 1. Dawn flight practice. Wake up before the sun, every day. Face the wind. Practice flying, even when it hurts. The first hour determines the rest of your day. Habit number 2. Cliff discipline. Stand on the cliff's edge daily. Face fear. Do what is needed, not what feels comfortable. Confront what scares you. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Habit number 3, sky reflection. Every evening, reflect. What did you learn? Where did you waste your time? What small improvement can you make tomorrow? Time management is not about controlling hours, it's about controlling your actions. The next morning, Arion forced himself to the cliff's edge. He flapped weakly and fell. Pain shot through his wings, but he repeated the habit. Day by day he practiced. Sometimes he failed. Often he stumbled. His feathers ruffled. His body ached. But he never quit. On the 7th day, he noticed a small change. His wings felt a little lighter. His flaps carried him higher. He felt a surge of energy he hadn't known before. He wrote in his mind's journal, "I am getting stronger. I am 1% better." Week after week, Arion repeated his habits. He rose before the sun, faced his fear, and reflected on his progress. Each day, his wings grew stronger, his mind grew sharper, his focus became unbreakable. What had once been suffering became fuel for growth. He learned that discipline hurts once, but regret lasts forever. On the 21st morning, Arion leaped into the sky with newfound strength. The wind embraced him. His wings stretched fully. He soared higher than he ever imagined. Clouds passed beneath him. Sunlight kissed his feathers. For the first time, Arion felt alive. He wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. Solus landed beside him, eyes shining. "You have ended your suffering, young eagle," he said. Arion looked down at the cliffs below. "But life didn't change. The mountains are the same, the wind is the same, the pain, it's still there." Solus smiled. "Life didn't change. You did. You changed your habits. You took control of your time. You faced your fears. You grew every day. And that is why your suffering ended." From that day on, Arion flew higher than any eagle in the mountains. But more importantly, he knew the truth. Pain will always come in two forms: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And like Arion, you can choose. Every day you rise, take action, reflect, and grow, you destroy suffering. Every day you waste, procrastinate, and avoid your fears, you allow it to linger. The secret is simple yet powerful. Master your habits, manage your time, grow consistently, face your fears, and your suffering will end. So today, ask yourself, are you lying on the cliff of your life, afraid to rise? Or are you ready to flap your wings, soar above your pain, and finally transform your destiny? Suffering doesn't end when life becomes easier. It ends when you become stronger. Your pain disappears the moment you take control of your time, build daily habits, and commit to consistent growth. Life will always give challenges, but discipline, reflection, and small, focused actions transform those challenges into strength. Remember, the pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. Choose to rise, take action, and grow every single day, and your life will soar like the eagle.